Hey, so I decided to give you or to make a video about um, my experience in university. Um, I don't know many INTPs that watch my videos are in university, so you may have a very different experience. Um, but anyways, I'm going to give you my own. So I'm going to start with probably difficulties because let's get that out of the way. Um, There are only two things that annoy me in university. That is the very strict timetables and the group works. Both are obvious. The timetables are obvious because I like to take things at my own pace, and with timetables, it's yeah, I can't do that, and I have to study and I have to deliver individual projects. Um, and yeah, sometimes it's kind of annoying. And of course, there's exams and group works and group activities and stuff that you have to deliver, and it's not fun sometimes. And group works because, well, I prefer individual work for a variety of reasons. First, because individual work is a lot more objective than group work. If you have a group with 3 or 4 people, then how do you know if which one worked more, which one worked less, which one wrote the thing, which one thought about the thing, which one actually had the time um, to write and to do everything? Because there's always someone that either does everything or does nothing. And because someone always does nothing, someone always has to do everything, and vice versa. So, and of course, there's the problem of um, timetables. Um, they may not work for everyone. I may not be able to work with the group at a certain day, at a certain hour, and then when I can, someone else can't, and you know, it's kind of annoying, really. Um, but getting out of the way that some courses that I think are very INTP-ish for courses that I think that are um, made for INTPs. And they are all almost in natural scientific fields. For example, physics, mathematics, biology, chemistry, um, neuropsychology, neuroscience, psychology. Um, why? Well, INTPs are curious by default, and we are usually, or at least I am, very drawn to what is concrete, what is I think I like physics for two reasons. It's objective, and at the same time it's abstract when it gets to theory, or at least to parts of theory that we don't yet understand. So I can do both things. I like physics because it's a discipline that allows you to be objective and at the same time to divagate a bit and to think about what it could be, like a black hole, what's inside one, what happens to you, um, the death of the universe, for example, and how it was born, and all of that. I'm not in physics, I'm in psychology, but I have like a deep love for physics, if you can even say that. Um, I'm in psychology also. I think it's a very interesting um, thing and a very interesting course to enroll if you're an INTP for many reasons. Well, I'm not particularly good with people, and I would like to understand them better. Um, More specifically, their brains. That's why I'm in psychology, really. I'm not really. I don't want clinical psychology, I want neuropsychology, more close to neuroscience, so that I can do research and study the human brain and all of that. And I'm going to work with people too, but mostly the brain part. Um, and I think it's interesting because, well, it's the most complex object in the entire universe, the human brain. and it's fantastic that it's so close to us and we know almost nothing about it. I would like to help solve the problem of consciousness, for example. What is consciousness? Is it local? Is it in only one part of the brain? Is it one part of the brain that creates this consciousness? Is it multiple parts working at the same time? Is there even something as consciousness? Does it even exist? So there are many problems that I think are interesting to solve, and there are certainly more disciplines that are very INTP-ish, but these are probably the main ones for me. Okay, now the best parts about university are probably, well, classes are a lot more interesting in university that they are in high school, obviously, because they are a lot more profound in a way than what you usually get in high school. By obvious, I mean that's why you are in university. Um, the freedom that you have also to study at your own pace, of course you have timetables and all of that, but still you are like very free to miss classes if you want to. Like no one forces you to go to class. You're an adult. You do whatever you want. You can study at home if you want to, or go there, or you can ask for the teachers, for example, to you have their email addresses, which is cool if you have any doubts about a work or something. I like the level of independence that there is in university. I like the intellectual conversations that you can have because obviously there are people there that also like to have interesting conversations about anything. So it's a higher level of education. So that's exactly what you expect, I guess, from being in university. And overall, the freedom that you have in university of doing pretty much whatever you want. As long as you pass, it's fine. You go to classes if you want. If you don't want to, it's fine. The subjects are a lot more interesting. So, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Now, my expectations for the future. What do I want? Well, I want a PhD in either neuroscience or something close to it as neuropsychology. I want to do research and I want to, like I said, understand better the brain and if I can help science and mankind to evolve more in our understanding of what the brain is and its processes and its components. So ultimately what I want is knowledge, more knowledge. I don't think I would probably stop at an education of a PhD in neuroscience. I will probably after that I would really like to have a degree in physics, like I said. So I will probably just after having the PhD, I'll probably take like 2 years maybe or one. As I work, I will be studying mathematics and physics, and then I'll enroll in physics in university if I can enter, if they'll accept me. Um, so yeah, and after physics, if I manage to enter physics and continue there as I work, and if I even can do that, if I have the time and the resources and the capability, after taking my degree on physics, I'll probably move to something else. I have a lot of areas of interest that I would like to know a lot more than I do now. And the best place for it is with the best, is with those that have PhDs on that, those who live in the frontier of the knowledge and of science, and that's pretty much what I want. I want to be one of the best. I want to be knowledgeable enough to know how ignorant I am about something, and I think that's very important. Um, so yeah, I will probably end my when I'm like 80 or 90 years old. I hope to be a lot more knowledgeable than I am now, and with a ton of courses and degrees. I want, obviously, I don't want the courses just to say that I have a PhD in something. That's irrelevant. I want the knowledge that comes with the PhD. That's the thing that I want. I don't want a PhD like to brag that I have a PhD. No, I want the knowledge that comes with the PhD, with the final results. Um, so that's pretty much until where I want to study. I'm going to probably study my entire life something, unless like I don't know, INTPs are known to give up halfway, so maybe I will. It's totally possible, but for now I'm kind of like excited that I can that I'm in the third year of psychology, that I will have my masters next year, and not my masters, but I will start the masters next year, and then it's like 2 more years to PhD, and then I'll start working and doing something else. I will always be in university. I've said this before to friends, like I'll probably never leave university. Um, yeah, I'm going to be an old guy still climbing up the stairs to get to class. Yeah, can't wait. So, yeah, in conclusion, that's what I like about university is the free time that you have, the independence that comes from living on your own. You have to survive. Um, you can do pretty much whatever you want and no one really tells you anything. I think it's great. You get to have interesting conversations, you get to go to sometimes interesting classes, most of the time boring ones, but hey, then you can go home and do whatever you want. Um, so yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. That's pretty much what I like about university, and that's it.